The Real Mccoys, starring Walter Brennan, created by Irving Pincus.
Want you to meet the family known as the Real Mccoys. That's Grandpappy Amos, the head of the clan. He roars like a lion, but he's gentle as a lamb. And now here's Luke, who beams with joy since he may take Mrs. Luke McCoy. From West Virginia, they came to stay in sunny California. Old Grandpappy Amos and the girls and the boys of the family known as the Real McCoys.
What time is it, little Luke?
5 minutes after 8.
Must be something wrong with your watch. Mr. Shark is always here at 8 sharp, come fire, flood, rain, or shine, Army or Navy.
Boy, he sure does eat the kookiest breakfast. Fresh goat's milk, a fresh picked carrot, and a fresh laid raw egg.
Well, it only takes 5 minutes to get this breakfast together for the dollar he gives us.
Henrietta hasn't laid an egg yet.
Henrietta, you ain't come up empty for 2 months now. Put your mind to it.
Here he comes.
Get going, little Luke. Start juicing Gladys. Bear down, Henrietta. Now, bear down. He's almost here. Morning, Mr. Sharkey.
Morning, McCoy. Sorry I'm late. My breakfast ready?
Well, everything's ready. Thank you, sweetheart.
Thank you.
Here's your goat's milk. Every drop squeezed by clean hands.
Fine. You know, there's nothing more healthful or nourishing than nature's own food in its raw state. Oh, excuse me. Hello? Oh, Brian, did you buy that stock for me? No, I know you've never heard of Garibaldi Industries, but just buy it. Hold it a second. Hello? Joe, listen carefully. Raise all the money you can get your hands on and buy Garibaldi Industries. Hello? Oh, Dave, just a second. Listen, you tipped me off on that oil deal. Now, I've got something real big for you. Garibaldi Industries. You'll make a fortune. Oh, wait a second. Here.
Thank you.
Garibaldi Industries. That's right.
All that money, and he eats worse than we do.
The man starts laughing to himself. It ain't no laughing matter.
Oh, George.
The way you was cackling, I thought you'd laid a clutch of eggs. What is it?
Well, you know that Mr. Sharkey stops by every morning to get his breakfast?
Oh, old Moneybags himself, huh?
You should have seen him this morning belting down the raw eggs and goat's milk and talking on them phones. He's the funniest thing you ever seen. You see, hello, Joe, you want to make $1 million? Then buy the stock. Look, 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 look.
$1 million? What stock, Amos?
Hello, Dave. Send your car. Send your house. But buy this stock and you'll make $1 million.
Amos, buy what stock? What's the name of it?
The name of what, George?
The stock that Mr. Sharkey was telling his friends that could make millions on.
George, you're missing the whole point. The stock wasn't the funny part. It was the way he was slipping down the goat's milk and the eggs between them phone calls.
Amos, I ain't interested in the goat's milk and the clunking. What was the name of the stock?
Now, what you all find important about the name of the stock?
Well, don't you realize, Amos, if I knew the name of that stock, I could be rich.
Well, all right, George, if that's what you want.
Yeah, that's what I want. The name of the stock.
You got it? I think something's coming in.
You do?
Here.
Hair?
No hair. Bald. Baldy, that's it.
Baldy, I never heard of there's such a stock.
Gary Baldy, that's the name of it.
Gary Baldy. Gary Baldy. Gary Baldy Industries. Amos. Where, Amos? It's a new electronic firm. They must have discovered something big. Amos, let's go to the bay, quick.
What for?
For her to draw our money out to buy the stock.
Now, look, when you said our money, you must have been talking about somebody else. I ain't got no money in the bank.
What about bonds?
What's them?
Well, I'll loan you the money to buy the stock.
Well, now, that's mighty tempting, George, and mighty kind of you, too, but I couldn't take it. Besides, what if the stock went down instead of up?
D.B. Sharkey's a financial wizard. Now, if he and his friends are buying Garibaldi, you can be sure it's a sure thing.
Well, ain't nothing sure. Not even death and taxes. Now, the Mccoys ain't never had to pay no taxes, and God darn few of them ever dies.
If you'd only get the...
Look, George, you go buy the stock, and I'll get your goat's milk and raw egg ready.
George, it's real big-hearted of you to offer to lend us the $500, but it's a terrible lot of money.
But you McCoys are the best friends I got, and I'm vice versa with you. Would I come sneaking around behind Amos McCoy's stubborn back if I didn't believe 100% you'd make a fortune?
Oh, that last word was a convincer. Yeah, I'm for it, George. Right, Sugar?
Oh, Luke, if Grandpa ever found out, it'd just be awful.
Yeah, it'll be awfuler when that stock coins money and he ain't in on it. Especially as he was the one who heard the news first.
Yeah, if Grandpa gets mad, I'll soothe his feelings by waving a new milk cow under his nose. Come on, now, what about it, Kate?
Oh, Luke, it's such a gamble.
Well, just think what that money could mean for you. A new vacuum cleaner, a dishwasher, a washing machine to keep you from getting old and gray and wrinkled before your time.
Well...
You know, when a woman starts to wrinkle up, there's just no unwrinkling her.
It would be nice not to have to wrinkle. Worry.
Yes, Kate.
All right, Luke.
Yippee, we're rich!
I'm going right out and buy you 100 shares of Garibaldi at $5 apiece. And may it go so high, eagles will build a nest on top of it.
Yes, Dave, I know Garibaldi went down. Well, it shouldn't have. I just can't understand it. Hold it a second, will you?
Here's your breakfast, Mr. Sharkey. All fresh laid. Henrietta just beat the deadline.
Hello. Oh, Joe, I know Garibaldi dropped a couple of points. I just heard. Dave, I'm going to have to call you back. Yes, I know Garibaldi went down. I heard.
Well, everybody lost money on Garibaldi, including me. He didn't pay for his breakfast.
Kate!
What is it, Luke?
I just got the paper with the stock market report.
Oh, good. How much money did we make?
It went down 2 points. We just lost $200.
$200? But how could that happen?
Oh, it's just the McCoy luck. Did you see the paper?
We saw it, George.
Yeah, I should have known we'd get wiped out.
Now, don't lose hope. The stock only lost 2 points. Why, Garibaldi can come right up again.
Scott,
Oh, George.
Hi, Amos.
I hate to bring in the bad news, but that stock you done bought just dug itself a new bottom.
Yeah, I know all about it.
Well, look, that proves how smart we is.
Boy, are we smart.
We know where we belong. Me and Luke's farmers. We're too smart to listen to them silly get-rich-quick stock deals. George, if we'd have listened to you, we'd have been out $200 right now, just that quick. And it's like working a whole season getting a crop of punctured tomatoes. If I ever done that to my family, I'd never be able to sleep again. What's the matter with you?
Oh, I didn't sleep a wink last night. Not a single solitary wink.
I know how you feel, Luke. I was sort of worrying about George myself.
Yeah, well, you can worry a lot more about George, his Garibaldi stock just went down another 1.5 points.
Ain't that awful?
I hate to say it, but it serves him right. He should never got in this thing. Well, it's almost 8 o'clock. I guess I'll go get Mr. Sharkey's breakfast.
Yeah.
You're going to have to tell him about the stock.
Yeah. I guess so.
That's the first time he ever went by without getting breakfast.
Well, maybe the way things is going, he can't afford it no more. Kate, put this in the icebox, will you? Mr. Sharkey's going to get himself a fresh one-day-old breakfast tomorrow.
What happened?
He never even stopped. Now, I can see a man taking chances, but if I was to lose, I'd be a good sport about it.
You really mean that, Grandpa?
No, I'm just saying it because I lost $1 on breakfast.
Sounds more like you. Grandpa, you know how you always say, nothing ventured, nothing gained?
Well, I never said that in my life.
That's where the whole problem came from. I always thought you said that.
Why don't you come out with what you got to say, boy, and quit beating around the bush?
Bush. That's what you always say. Yeah, a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush.
Spit it out, boy. Come on.
Well, Grandpa.
Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning.
George, how can you be happy at a time like this?
I just called my broker.
Well, now, look, George, you don't have to cover up your hurt with a smile for me. Cry. You'll feel better.
Cry? You must be thinking of this morning's paper, Amos. Something's changed since.
It got worse?
Garibaldi Industries announced a new discovery, and the stock's gone up and up and up and up.
Well, I'll be dogged.
George, that's wonderful.
I'm as happy for you as if it happened to us. Almost, anyway.
Well, see y'all later. I'm going down to my broker's and watch my money pile up. And up and up and up.
Oh, George, hold on a minute. How much up did that there stock of yours go?
It made up all it lost, and it went up 4 big new points besides.
4?
Amos, if you'd listen to me right now, you'd be ahead $400. I say, ain't it?
$400? Jingles. Maybe I should have listened to him.
Hell, it's a shame.
Terrible shame.
The shame is criminal. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained, like I always should have said.
Oh, Luke, let's not torture him anymore. Grandpa, we're ahead $400.
What?
Grandpa, I went behind your back, and I borrowed the money from George, and I bought us some of that stock.
You didn't.
Yeah, I did. I hope you ain't mad.
Well, it's a bitter pill to swallow, boy, but I'm proud of you.
Thanks, Grandpa.
$400. Why, that's more money than they paid the engines for New York City.
Ain't it wonderful, Grandpa? Ain't it just too wonderful?
Well, boy, at least we'll make the call.
Call? What call?
The call to that broker fella. We're going to leave him know we're going to sell all our stock.
Sell? Are you serious?
Well, look, we got ourselves $400 profit, and all that money will make us the best equipped farm around here.
Why, sure, we can get everything we've been needing. I'll go get the number for you, Grandpa.
Wait, now, hold on, Grandpa. Oh, look, we can't sell that stock now. Why, the way it's going up, $400 is just a drop in the bucket. We'll make ourselves thousands and thousands. We won't have to worry about the equipment or the farm or nothing no more. We'll be free. Free.
Free? What do you mean by that, Luke?
Well, look what happens. You spend a year trying to wrestle a living out of that soil. And at the end of every season, what happens? You're just a year older and another year poorer.
Well, now, Luke, if you felt this way about the farm, why didn't you say so?
What good would that have done? We never had a way out before. Grandpa, don't you see what this money means to us? We can move away from here. We can move into town and maybe get us a little store and have us some security.
Luke, I think you mean it. You'd really like to leave the farm, but I can't believe it.
Grandpa, you've been a farmer for 40 years. What have you got?
What have I got?
Be honest with yourself.
Well, in a way, I guess you're right, Luke. If you was to compare me with a man like Mr. Sharkey, why, I'd be behind the barn door. But I got a lot of things he don't have that nobody can find in his bank book. You can't deposit 40 years of sunrises and sunsets, or looking at a field of grain that you raise with your own two bare hands, or the smell of things growing all around you. No, you can't spend them things, Luke, but you can't buy them neither.
Grandpa, I got the number. You want to make that call?
Okay, just forget it.
Thanks for stopping, Mr. Sharkey.
What's on your mind, Luke?
Well, I know you've been down to the stock market this morning, and I was wondering about that Garibaldi stock.
Garibaldi?
Yeah, Grandpa heard you talking to your friends about it on your telephones there. We bought some ourselves.
Well, it went up another point.
Well, that sure makes me feel better. You know, being in this stock market sure exciting. I tell you, when that stock went down, I didn't sleep all night long.
Well, that's because you're just not used to the tensions and the pressures of the business world. You have to learn how to live with it.
You mean it don't bother you none?
Used to. Not anymore. I take a pill. I haven't had a dizzy spell in a couple of months now.
What's the matter? You got a headache?
Oh, sure. I have one at the end of every day. But I took a pill, it'll go away.
Well, you're probably just hungry. What you need's a good meal. Here, try one of these on the house.
Oh, thanks, but I'll be having dinner in a few hours. As soon as those pills untie the knots in my stomach and relax it so I can eat.
I had no idea you businessmen had to go through all this.
Oh, well, there's nothing to it. It's occupational hazards, but I love every minute of it. Because everyone, you know, has a few little things wrong with them, but nothing to worry about. I keep my doctor's phone number right here pasted on my windshield in case of emergency. Well, goodbye, Luke, and thanks anyway.
Oh, well, no. Here, why don't you keep it? Have it for dessert.
No, I don't eat them anymore. My stomach just can't handle it. Oh, and I used to love them so much.
Grandpa?
Hi, Kate. Where's Luke? I ain't seen him no place.
Oh, he went into town.
Town? What for?
Oh, Grandpa, I may as well tell you. He came in here and he looked at the business opportunities in the paper, and I guess he saw something he liked because he got up from the table and went into town.
Oh, I see.
Would you like some lunch now?
No, thanks, Kate. I ain't got no appetite for nothing.
Grandpa, you know Luke didn't mean all the things he said about hating the farm and all that. It's just he was so excited over having all that money.
Now, Now, Kate, a man's entitled to like what he likes and dislike what he don't like.
But, Grandpa...
Now, Kate, you don't have to go speaking for him. He had something stuck in his craw, and you just got it unstuck, that's all. I thought I learned that our way of living was second best to nothing, but I guess it's just plain second best.
Well, how do you like her?
Oh, Luke, where'd you get her?
In town?
I thought you went to look for business opportunity.
Well, I found one, Grandpa. I sold my stock and I bought us this new milk cow. And I ordered all the other things we needed around the farm, too.
But I thought...
Well, I changed my mind. I thought about things, Grandpa. I mean, the important things that you always talk about. Like you say, you don't pay them no mind because they're always here.
Luke, I knew whatever you decided, it'd be right.
Well, we're farmers and good ones. This is where we belong.
Well, Luke, a man's entitled to like what he likes.
Like Grandpa, like grandson.
What's the matter, Luke?
Nothing now, Grandpa. Nothing at all.